Jesus Christ. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I'm just gonna throw some laps down on some MX versus ATV and talk a little bit about what I think is gonna happen in 2020 Supercross. And I'm doing this live, so forgive me while I'm trying to ride and talk to you guys. So for 2020, what I think is going to happen in Supercross, and a lot of you probably are going to disagree, is I think this is Tomac's year. I think he's going to hands down win it. Just because he's been so close the last few years, whether it be his fault or, you know, mechanical issues with the bike or, you know, whatever it may be. You know, the typical Tomac, you know, there's really good, you know, 4 or 5 races in a row, and then boom, he falls flat. And then he does really good the next couple races, and, you know, something happens. However, you didn't really see that much in outdoors this year with him. He would, on his bad days, he was still able to hold it together and finish decently. You know, I feel if he can do that in Supercross, which I have a feeling that's what he's gonna do, he's gonna take it. And not only that, it's had to have been Madam. You know, we got Sensoro that has moved up into 450 class, another strong, really strong 250 rider. I know typically when the 250 riders move to the 450 class, there's a relatively large learning curve. However, I have seen some videos recently, within the last few days of him on the 450, and he looks really, you know, good. Better than some of the other guys that, you know, have came from the 250 class to the 450 class. I do expect him to be a pretty strong contender. I think he was riding the bike well from the videos that I've seen. And granted, they weren't very long. You know, they were minute most clips. But he looked good on the bike. I think he's going to surprise some of the veterans in the field as well. You know, could, what was it, Webb, I think is what took it last year. You know, could he come back and you know, defend the title and take it? Sure, there's a possibility of that happening. I feel the major reason why he was able to do that is because Eli did what Eli does. You know, he's either first or buried in the field because he, in my opinion, throws the towel in. I don't think he's going to do that this year. I think he's going to go all in, and I think we're going to see him with a Supercross title. You know, I do think Cincinnati is going to do a good job this year, even though he's going to be a noob for the 450 class. I also think Ken Roxon is going to do well. I even think that he's probably going to give Eli a pretty good run for his money. However, I don't think he's going to have quite what it takes to win the championship this year. I think for Roxon it's probably going to be a 2021 type deal. However, I think he's going to be right up there with Eli, given it everything he's got. The reason why I say that is because when he was feeling good and had rest for the outdoor season, he did really well. The only thing that he was fighting was fatigue. Eli ran him into the ground. Just wore him out. You know, in the off season, I imagine he's gonna, you know, do what probably all riders do: heal up, take a break, get some rest. And I think with that, that'll help him get over his illness that he had for pretty much the majority of the outdoor season. And I think he's going to be good to go for 2020. I just don't think he's going to be able to bring it home. But I mean, that's pretty much what I think is going to happen in 2020. You know, obviously, I could be wrong. You know, I hope I'm not. I think Eli deserves a championship. You know, he's definitely paid his dues and put the time in, and you know, just like a lot of the other riders. You know, there's a lot of riders that deserve that championship. You know, it boils down to who's going to put the time in and grind it out and do what it takes to get there. And I believe, as I'm sure a lot of you do too, you know, Eli's put the time in. He's done everything he's needed to. He's had some shortfalls, whether it be with the bike or fitness fatigue. In some cases, like this last race or 2-3 races ago he had in the outdoors, you know, where he was saying his arms are sore from working on the farm, you know. Luckily he was able to salvage some of that, but I mean, I think if he can put a really good year together, I think he's going to nail it this year. You know, I don't, as far as some of the other guys in the field, I'm sure they're going to do well. You know, like Marvin Mustang, he usually does pretty well. I just don't think he's gonna be the guy. You know, I think Tomac's gonna do what he normally does, and just run him into the ground until they wave a little white flag and let him by. You know, another guy that, you know, I always forget about, but I like him, is Osborne. You know, I think he's going to do well. Again, I don't think he's going to be the guy for 2020. But he's going to be another good contender. I think he is capable of running up there with Eli and putting the pressure on. However, I just don't think that he's going to win it. I think that's going to be a later deal. Possibly 2021, maybe even 2022 for Osborne. but you know, I think he's gonna do well. As far as you know, Webb, you know, I think Webb he'll be okay. You know, I just think it's gonna be Tomac. I hope it is. I'm not just saying this because he's, you know, my favorite 450 rider, or one of, you know. You guys are gonna hate me for saying this, but one of my favorite all-time 450 riders is Chad Reed. You know, a lot of a lot of people give me shit for that, but I followed him forever. You know, since damn near since he landed in the States. You know, he's older. You know, he just can't hang with the new guys. You know, I'd love to see him win a championships out of question, but you know, win a couple of races. I think that'd be really cool. I don't think that's probably in his deck of cards, but you know, that would be definitely, for me as a fan, I think that'd be cool to see. You know, as far as the 250 class for 2020, honestly, I don't know. I don't follow it anywhere near as close as I follow the 450 guys. I know I probably should do that. You know, I pay attention to a handful of them, especially, you know, when I start hearing, oh, this guy's leaving the 450 class next year. You know, then I kind of pay a little more attention to that rider, just so I kind of have an idea of, you know, what's coming into the class next season. Oof, Jesus. Get me a SpongeBob there. But yeah, you know, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in 2020 Supercross. You know, whether you think it's going to be Tomac or Roxon or Webb or you know, whoever you think's going to take it. You know, I'd be interested to know, and you know, like to see what you guys think and how you guys think it might play out for 2020. But I definitely think it's Tomac's time, and you know, hopefully he goes out there and does what we all know him to do. You know, ride aggressive, fast. Most of the time, it seems like he's overriding the track. Although to me, that's when he seems like he's most comfortable. But you know, let me know who your favorite rider is down in the comments. I'd be interested to know that too. You know, at the end of the day, we're all here as a motocross community, and we may not agree on our favorite riders, but we definitely agree on the sport and supporting the sport and that. So, you know, I appreciate you guys coming in, dropping some comments. You know, if you like the video or any other of my videos, you know, for those of you that are new to the channel and don't know really what I do, I'm not a hardcore gamer by any means. I like to come in and just have fun, you know. Dirt bike games, racing games, shooter games, you know, those are all kind of my forte type of deal. And you know, I'm not in there to say I'm the best at anything, you know. I just like to go in and have fun, and you know, just as I'm sure you guys do. You know, so if it's something you like, and you know, drop a like on the video and subscribe, and you know, I'm definitely trying to grow the channel here, and enjoy to see some more followers and comments. And if you guys are on PlayStation and have a dirt bike game or something that you want to get in a lobby and throw down some laps or some races or, you know, whatever, I'm definitely down for that. My gamer tag is my channel, bghostlane1. You know, just hit me up on PlayStation and then just in the comments put found you on YouTube, that way I add you. Because I won't accept just random invites from people I don't know. Unless I've played a couple games with you. But yeah, I'm definitely down to play some games. You know, they don't have to be motocross games. But, you know, do that. I'd be more than happy to throw some laps down with you guys. Again, that's on the PlayStation 4, and my gamer tag is bghostlane and the number 1. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Have a great night, guys.